Quaid Azam, Part 413. I read the note by the Field Marshal Sir C. Auchinleck. It's a top secret note issued from Journal Headquarters, Delhi. And here I continue reading it. The approaches to Quetta from the west are much more suitable to the deployment and movement of the mechanized forces on a wide front than are the approaches from the east through Sibbi, although the Khaja Amran range just west of Quetta does provide a defense position of some value, but of little depth. The total length of the frontier to be watched and defended by Pakistan is about 500 miles from Peshawar to Kalat, and it must be assumed, therefore, that British will be required to provide at least 50 squadrons of aircraft and 10 divisions of troops to assist in the defense of western frontier of Pakistan against a determined Russian attack, as the forces which Pakistan would be able to maintain from her own very limited resources must of necessity be small, however efficient they may be. All these forces, whether provided by Britain or Pakistan, would be completely dependent for their maintenance, except perhaps as regarded food, on one port of Karachi and one line of railway, leading then to the main zone of operations. As already pointed out, Karachi and the approaches to it are very open to air attack from south and northwest, and the sea approaches would also be liable to submarine and surface attack by craft based in the Persian Gulf, which in the circumstances we are considering would almost certainly be controlled by Russia. The supply of forces in the Middle East from 1940 to 1943 was difficult enough when shipping had to use the Cape route, but it would be easy compared with the problem of maintaining an army and air force operating on the western frontier of Pakistan in a major war. The frontier between Hindustan and northwest Pakistan must run through the flat plains of the central or eastern Punjab and then through the equally featureless from the defense point of view deserts of North Rajputana and the southern Punjab until it reaches sea just south of Karachi. Even if it were to follow one of the rivers of the Punjab, such as Ravi or Satluj or even Jamna, this would not give a really defensible frontier. The communication running from the interior of Hindustan towards the frontiers of Pakistan are reasonably good and capable of maintaining considerable land forces in the northern sector of the common frontier, though less good in the western or Rajputana sector, where they consist of meter gauge railway line. They could support light mobile forces capable of striking at the rich corn producing areas of the southwestern province of the southwestern Punjab. Pakistan then would be open to heavy attack by land forces on a front of some 100 miles from Jalandhar to Bhatinda, to a lesser attack by light forces on a front of about 500 miles from Bhatinda to Kotri on the Indus above Karachi. As the initiative and choice of the point of attack would lie with the aggressor, the whole of this long front would have to be watched, even though it might be possible to hold the bulk of the main land forces more or less centrally in reserve. The weight of the attack by land which Hindustan would be able to deliver would depend on the extent to which she had developed her industries and resources and raw materials, which would certainly be much greater than those of Pakistan, and on the amount of assistance in personal arms equipment she had achieved from any overseas allies such as Russia. Hindustan as a base for warlike operations on a big scale, whether on the sea or land, in the air, is and always must be vastly superior to Pakistan, while her communications are far less concentrated and thus far less vulnerable to attack by sea or from the air.